Welcome back to the PSN Commanders Network. It's your boy Tone, get a tech. I am back with another live stream. If I get to glory to God, for God's right now, God's at the doors. And pay with all people in the Almighty Lord Jesus Christ. And we pray. In today's video, we're about the Washington Commanders. If I get too far into it though, we're gonna go ahead and give you verse of the day. And we'll get right into today's live stream. So, Psalm 133, verse 1, the Bible reads as follows: How good and pleasant it is when God's people live together in unity. That's today's verse of the day. Let's get right into today's video. So, I hope y'all doing well. I know top of the morning, I know it's a little weird live stream time for me, but with my work schedule today, this was the best time to go live for you guys. So I decided to go ahead and hit this go live button. Yeah, a quick life update before we get too far into it. I am doing a little better. Just life was kind of tough for me at the time. And my mom passing and all that. Not recent, but you know what I'm saying. Y'all know, y'all OGs, y'all know. The reason I started my channel because my mom passing away back in 2019, and her birthday was Saturday, so I was my older brother's birthday. So shout out to my mom. Happy heavenly birthday to my mom, and happy birthday to my older brother Byron as well. And hope one of them enjoyed it from up there with the Lord, and the other one enjoyed it from down here on the earth. But yeah, I'm doing a lot better now. Stress and all that's being decreased. I'm ready to get back to the grind, ready to giving content for you guys. So let's get right into it. No more holding back. No more theatrics. Let's get right into the ish. So, Commanders have hired a couple of new coaches since the last time I was live. We did get a new quarterbacks coach, DJ Williams. DJ Williams is the son of Doug Williams. Also, he's been around the league a little bit. He's been assistant quarterbacks coach in New Orleans, and he's also the quarterbacks coach in Atlanta for a little bit. So, yeah, he was teaching Michael Penix the ropes. I know a lot of people say, "Oh, Michael Penix wasn't that great this past season." So, is he a good quarterbacks coach? I think he's helped some guys like Spencer Rattler out. He hasn't had the best talent to help out. You know what I'm saying? So let's also keep that in mind. But yeah, I think it's a solid hire. DJ is the son of a legend in Doug Williams, so he knows a little bit about quarterbacking. I think he'll help Jaden. And David Blau starting to get his staff together, which I think is pretty cool. Also, they hired an assistant quarterbacks coach, a former Packers quarterback. I had his name earlier. I have to find this guy's name again. But I had that guy's name. Darn, I had that guy's name. It was Dylan something. I can't think of his name. Can't think of the guy's name. Let me just look it up real quick. Danny Eatling. Danny Eatling, former teammate of David Blau in Purdue. Also, he is a former Packers quarterback under he was a backup behind Aaron Rodgers or a third stringer, I think. It doesn't really matter. He was under Aaron Rodgers, so you know a little bit about quarterbacking. Also, I think it was David Blau's teammate in Purdue, and former LSU quarterback. So there's an LSU connection as well with Danny Eatling. Yo, what's up, bro? How you doing, man? What's up, Jet? What's up, bro? How you doing, man? What's going on with you? Shouts to the 8 that are in the building. Appreciate you guys for stopping in this morning. You could have did anything but spend time with me this morning, so I appreciate all of you guys in Jesus' name. But yeah, shout out to Danny Eatling and also DJ Williams for being hired as quarterbacks coach and assistant quarterback coach, respectively. I don't know too much about Danny, but David Blau knows a lot about him for being former teammates in Purdue. So I will trust David Blau's judgment here, and we'll see how it goes. I think this will definitely help Jaden Daniels having former quarterbacks or sons of legend quarterbacks around him to take him to the next step and the next level in his quarterback development. So shout out to those guys. I hope they can do a great job here. and take Jaden Daniels to a whole new level and new heights in 2026 in a very critical third year, as we have seen with players like CJ Stroud after their third season. People are questioning if he's the guy or not, and people are looking to trade for Joe Burrow. Texans fans, I'm so sorry for that. CJ should bounce back though. Yeah. He should be fine. But another topic for today. Let's talk about this defensive coordinator candidates. I think a new one has emerged. And some breaking news happened, you guys. I just did a YouTube show about 15 minutes ago. And Sean McDermott is out as the Buffalo Bills head coach after 9 years. He failed to get past the AFC Championship game the 2 times he actually made the AFC Championship, and lost to the Chiefs twice, I believe. Also, he has ever lost in that round, or he's lost in the divisional round when he has lost to Kansas City. This time he lost to the Broncos and Bo Nix, and it was the final straw from Brandon Beane. He's tired of it. So he did let go of Sean McDermott. Shout out to the 52 in the building after 9 years. So is that a new defensive coordinator candidate here? I don't know. I've been head coach for 9 years now. I don't think he would go back to being a DC, but you never know. But it's still 7 head coaching openings out there. So we'll see how that goes. It's 6 now, right? 6. No, it's 7. 7. Ravens still don't got their head coach. Dolphins don't got their head coach. Now it's 8 now because the Bills fired Sean McDermott. So it's going to be a lot of movement. We'll see who hires Sean McDermott. But if you can't find a head coaching job, which is quite possible, then he might be a defensive coordinator candidate for us. But I think right now that's kind of too far the distance for us. Right? Too far. I think it's going to be too highly unlikely that Sean McDermott will come here and coach our defense. So who are my top? Well, and also I'm gonna exclude Brian Flores from this as well, because Brian Flores is probably gonna get that Steelers job. Like, there's a good chance Brian Flores is hired by the Pittsburgh Steelers as their head coach. He had 2 interviews with them already. That's not a good sign if you're a Commanders fan trying to get into your DC. I think the Brian Flores thing's a wrap, respectfully. So I know, well, we can get B-Flow. You're not getting Brian Flores, bro. You're just not. I think his destiny is to be the coach for the Pittsburgh Steelers post Mike Tomlin era. I think he's Tomlin 2.0. I think the Rooneys love that, and I think they'll go ahead and hire Brian Flores to be the head coach. So my top 2 candidates are as follows: Jonathan Gannon. No particular order here, but Jonathan Gannon, the former Philadelphia Eagles defensive coordinator, and also former Arizona Cardinals head coach. More recently, as you remember, in 2022, the Eagles led the league with 70 sacks. He had multiple guys with more than 10 sacks on their football team in 2022 as they marched to the Super Bowl and did eventually lose to the Kansas City Chiefs. But it allowed him to get the job in Arizona. I think he did some good things. He also brought Josh Sweat along for the ride as well in Arizona with Jonathan Gannon. So he might bring some former Eagles players here, or even former Cardinals players like a Jalen Thompson or something like that as well. Who are you in 2022? Who was I? Same guy I'm here now. Well, my mind has been transformed now. Good question. But I guess same old tone. I don't know what to tell you on that one. But yeah, so with that being said, Jonathan Gannon, I think, is a really good defensive mind. I think he's great at scheming up blitzes and things like that nature. And also 4-man pressures and twisted stunts to get the quarterbacks. So I think that will also so I believe that I believe he'll be a good defensive coordinator. I think he will maximize the talents of like Dorrance Armstrong, Johnny Newton, even Deron Payne if he's here. So I think he'll maximize the front seven talent, Javon Kinlaw, guys like that, and put them in positions to succeed. If you bring Kavon Miller, I think he'll be a great situational package in the Jonathan Gannon defense as well. So, next one is the number one, but this is my number one personally, and it's Karl Scott, the pass game coordinator slash I think secondary coach of the Seattle Seahawks. Yeah, so he has that secondary looking phenomenal. Given he does have some abundant amount of talent back there with a guy like Rick Wallen and Devon Witherspoon and I think Julian Love is back there as well. They have a nice bit of talent at corner, especially, which I think they'll make a guy like Tyreek Woolen expendable in offseason as well. But never talk about it. Let me talk about Rick Woolen. Y'all saw what the Seahawks did to the Niners? You saw what they did to the Niners, bro? They smashed them to oblivion. They smashed them boys, man. They grabbed that belt. So I did them the first time. They've only allowed 9 points to the San Francisco 49ers in 2 games this year. The last 2 matchups versus the Niners. Only 22 points allowed in their 3 matchups with the Niners this year. That's an average of less than 8 points a game versus the Niners. They average 17 points allowed at home per game. They average 15 points per game allowed on the road. And thank you for the comment, by the way. Here, thank you. I didn't forget your comment. That is elite stuff. Okay. And why are you watching? If you think I'm hideous, don't watch. You think I care what you think, bro? my woman over here, my boo. So have a great day. Matter of fact, shut the hell up. All right, back to the point at hand. We're not going to take disrespect on my channel. Respectfully, I'm not about to be. You ain't about to keep saying I'm this and I'm that, and get out of here. Back to the point at hand. Not about to play them type of games on my channel. If you want to disrespect me on my channel, bro, you're gonna get banned. I don't know where my mods are at right now, but if you should saw that comment and ban that person immediately. If I see any comment like that about anybody that is a co-host on the channel or a guest or myself, please delete them comments. I don't play them type of games. Back to the point at hand. So Karl Scott, great candidate here. Very relatively young too. I think he's in his early 40s. I think he's a relatively younger guy as well. So I think he'll be a great candidate here. I think he's my number one candidate here. But Jonathan Gannon's a really close second. If they got any of them, even one, I wouldn't argue, would be mad. I think I know they went Jeff Ulbrich. He's not going anywhere. He's not leaving Atlanta. Jim Schwartz would be another candidate of mine I would like as well. If I had a fifth one, Denard Wilson, the current Titans defensive coordinator, DMV native, went to Maryland. Really good, I think really solid defensive mind. I don't think he moves a needle enough for me personally, but I think he is a good defensive mind. And given the lack of like secondary talent they had lately in Tennessee, the fact that defense has not completely folded into a freaking pumpkin, just shows that he can coach defense. So so like I said, bro, I think those are my top 4 or 5 candidates here, as well for Washington's defensive coordinator position. I guess I can go ahead and give y'all some bonus content because that's only 14 minutes. I don't want to in the live stream quite yet. So let's go ahead and review the divisional round, shall we? Let's go ahead and review the divisional round playoff games real quick. And then I'll go ahead and get about it. I ain't gonna hold you guys up too long. Yeah, I'm not. Yeah, I ain't gonna lie, bro. We're gonna get right into this. So let's start with the game that got Sean McDermott fired. So the Buffalo Bills lose to the Broncos very pretty 30. Josh Allen had 3 touchdowns and 4 turnovers, including 2 fumbles and 2 interceptions. Bo Nix did not turn the ball over in this game at all, I don't believe. And well, they turned the ball over once, but nonetheless, the Bills had 5 turnovers, including a James Cook fumble as well, which costed them big time. As the Bills were driving in overtime to try to take the lead, there was a catch interception controversy. Some people thought that Brandon Cooks caught the ball on a bomb, and some people thought Jaquan McMillan, McGoffin, whatever his name is, Jaquan McMillan caught the interception. I think it was an interception. I don't think Brandon Cooks fully had the control of the ball at that time, and McMillan just took the ball from bro. Said, "My football, not yours." And then that allowed the Broncos to march down the field, get a game-winning field goal. Unfortunately for the Broncos, though, they are going to the AFC Championship game. They will not be with their starting quarterback, Bo Nix, as he did have a fractured bone in his ankle, ending his season. That stinks. But yeah, nonetheless, we'll look at the box score real quick, and we'll move on to the next game. Shout out to Bo Nix. I think he played well enough to win this game. Josh Allen did not. So Josh Allen had 25 for 39, 283, 3 touchdowns, 2 interceptions. Also had 2 fumbles. His QBR was 48 out of 100, and his passer rating was 90. James Cook had 24 carries for 117 yards, 5 yards a carry pretty much, and no touchdowns. And Josh Allen added 12 carries for 66 yards and no touchdowns, including a 26-yard scamper as well. Let's see what the Broncos did real quick. Let's see how Bo Nix did in this game. He did throw 1 interception. Okay, cool. I knew he threw a pick sometime in this game. But yeah, 26 for 46 for Bo Nix, 279, 3 touchdowns, 1 interception, a QBR of 64.7, and a passer rating of 87.1. So that was that. Also, he ran the ball 12 times for 29 yards. Oh, he got hurt. And then Jaleel McLaughlin had 4 for 21, and RJ Harvey 6 for 20. So they didn't run the ball very well in this game at all. Only had 3 yards to carry. Marvin Mims had 8 catches for 93 yards. I think he was phenomenal in this game. I think he won his best game as a pro. Portland Sutton had 4 for 53, and RJ Harvey had 5 for 46. And little Jordan Humphrey had a big touchdown catch from 29 yards out as well. And Pat Bryant also got hurt in this game. Don't know what the severity of his injury as well. They also lost Troy Franklin in this game as well at some point. So no Troy Franklin, no Pat Bryant as well. And they probably won't have Bo Nix. So they will not have Bo Nix at all. So that'd be a tough game next week for the Broncos in the AFC Championship game. A tough pill to swallow there, but no pause because I'm not some home on some weird stuff. So yeah. The next divisional game on Saturday. This was absolutely ugly. The San Francisco 49ers got obliterated by the Seattle Seahawks, like I talked about Carl Scott earlier, 41-6. I won't even talk about this game for too long. Brock Purdy wasn't terrible, but he wasn't good enough in this game at all. Mac Jones had to come in late in the game as well. Seattle, he had to do much with their quarterback. He went 12 for 17 for 124. A touchdown, no interceptions. He played okay. Like, he didn't do anything. K9 was phenomenal in this game, though, as he had 19 carries for 116 yards and 3 touchdowns. Also, Raheem Shaheed had a really, really good day. He had 2 carries for 27 yards, as well as he had no receiving yards, but he also had a kickoff return, started the game for a touchdown. His special teams value has been so good to the Seahawks. Seahawks need to re-sign him. I think they will re-sign him, but it's another tough another day. I think he'll be a top target for the Commanders, if not re-signed by his current team in Seattle with the Seahawks. All right, Patriots, Texans. I'm gonna keep this short and brief. CJ Stroud sold, bro. CJ Stroud was absolutely terrible. He was absolutely dog crap, and it was absolutely ugly. This is bad. This is absolutely terrible. Texas turned the ball over 85 times, and this is bad. This is not good enough. This is bad. We'll start with the Texans real quick. CJ Stroud, 20 for 47. That is garbage. That is only a 42% completion percentage. That is disgusting. For 212, 4.5 yards per attempt. Ouch. 1 touchdown, 4 interceptions, and 21 QBR. That is disgusting. Pass rate was 28. If you spike the ball every time, your pass rating is 39. That's how bad his pass rating was. 14 carries for 17 yards for Woody Marks, 4 for 14 for Nick Chubb, 2 for 11 for your boy CJ, and then 2 for 6 for Cade Stover. Only 2 yards a carry. They couldn't run the ball, so their freaking life. Without Nico Collins, Jaden Higgins had to kind of take the reins of number 1 receiver. Didn't do bad, but CJ didn't do him any favors either in this game. It wasn't good enough. 6 for 59 and with 10 targets, and Dalton Schultz had 2 for 47 with 2 targets. He got hurt in this game. Did not return. Xavier Hutchinson, 4 for 44. He was okay. He had 13 targets. I don't know why the heck that man had 13 targets. Don't ask me questions. 2 for 20 for Christian Kirk with 6 targets, and 3 for 21 for Harrison Bryant off 6 targets. So, yeah, not impressive at all. This is bad. And also Woody Marks did lose a fumble in this game as well. Drake May did not play well himself, honestly, but he made timely throws and made the plays when they counted to win the game. Drake May did turn the ball over 3 times, so keep this in mind why his QBR is so low. Because he did turn the ball over 3 times, he was sacked 5 times, and he did throw 3 touchdown passes, which is good. He only threw 1 interception, but he did fumble the ball twice and was sacked 5 times. A pass rating of 100 and then a QBR of 20.8. So the pass rating is pretty decent. The QBR is terrible, but rightfully so. He did get sacked 800 times. Ramondre Stevenson has 16 for 70. They really ran the ball extremely well in that 4th quarter. Trayvon Haynes had 12 carries, 25 yards, and not run the ball well today himself. Drake May had 4 carries for 10 yards himself as well. So 32 carries for 105 yards for the Patriots. Not a great yards per carry, but average. But they ran the ball extremely well in the 4th quarter, though, to seal the victory. Stephon Diggs 4 for 40 in the touch. DeMar Douglas 2 for 36 in the touch, and then Kayshon Boutte with 3 for 75 and a touchdown as well, on 5, 6, and 2 targets respectively. Oscar Bear 1 catch for 14 yards. Ramondre Stevenson had 4 catches for 11 yards, and Hunter Henry had 1 catch for 5 yards, and that's about it. Drake May did fumble the ball 4 times, lost 2 of them, and there's 3 recovered fumbles as well. So I don't know who else fumbled in the game, but apparently, well, actually, okay, Craig Wilson's a defensive player, so it makes sense. Okay, cool. So that is pretty much about it. Christian Gonzalez was phenomenal in this game. Also, Robert Spillane was really good. K'Von Chaisson was really good. So defense was Milton Williams was phenomenal. So that was a really good game by the Patriots. They're marching to the AFC Championship game to go face the Broncos. The wounded Broncos, by the way. The walking wounded. They will not have Bo Nix. Probably won't have Pat Bryant, nor will they have Troy Franklin probably. So that sucks. This was the game of the week, I think, in my eyes. Well, between this one and the Denver Buffalo game were the games of the week. Los Angeles went to Chicago, walking your trap, take over your trap. Walk over your trap, take over your trap. Let's get it. So they went to the rack. They went to O Block. They took all the O Block chains. They went to 63rd. They took down the FBG Doug Merle. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. All right. So I don't want no Chicago fans coming me sideways in the comment section. Let me chill out. All right, but they walked in your trap, took over your trap. Okay, they won the game. Matthew Stafford was inconsistent, but when it was time for Matthew Stafford to make throws, he made throws, and he has to play better though, because the Seahawks ain't no joke. We had 20 for 42, 258, sacked 4 times for 29 yards, and a QBR 31.6. Kyler Williams is really good in this game. 21 carries for 87 yards and two touchdowns as well. Four catches for 30 yards as well. Cody Parkinson 3 for 56. Looking to cool 5 for 56. Jordan Whiffington 2 for 35. And Tyler Higbee 1 catch for 27 yards. And Tay Adams with 2 catches for 24 yards in a really down game for one Tay Adams. Caleb had some moments. 23 for 42. 257. 2 touchdowns, 3 interceptions. He did throw the interception that pretty much sealed the deal for the Chicago Bears. I don't know why his QBR is so high. He threw the game sealing interception. I don't know why his QBR is so high. That don't even sound right to me. But none of my business. 19 carries for 76 yards for DeAndre Swift, 5 for 40 for Caleb Williams, and then 13 for 36 for Kyle Monunga. They ran the ball decently. I'm not gonna lie. Colson 11 4 for 56, which he had 10 targets. So I guess he had more targets. Roma Dule 2 for 44, and DJ Moore with 2 for 52. The one touchdown was a heck of a throw. Then the one to Cole Kmet late. That was he like backed up 25 yards and threw a freaking prayer. He's like, Jesus, someone catch the pass. And Cole Kmet, it was a phenomenal, bro. Like, I'm not gonna lie. Only Caleb and Mahomes could do that. So I will admit that was a heck of a throw, and only 2 quarterbacks in the league could make that throw. But also, he did throw 3 interceptions in this game, so that's kind of that. And the Rams will be facing the Seahawks in the NFC Championship game next week. I don't think Brandon Cooks had control of that football. I think the DBs just took it from him. I think he took it from him, man. I ain't gonna lie. I think the DB took it from him, but nonetheless, heck of a game by the Buffalo Bills. Even though they turned the ball over 5 times, they fought and he stayed in the game. So shout out to them for that. Shout out to the Bears for having a great performance on defense last night, and also Caleb Williams making timely throws to keep his team in the game. But unfortunately, Caleb did cost his team to win, as he did throw an interception late to Cameron Curl. Shout out to the Niners for a heck of a season as well, but they did get smashed by the Seahawks. But the injuries finally caught up, but let's just call it what it is. And then finally, shout out to the Texans for a heck of a season. CJ Stroud, I'm so disappointed in him. Me being a CJ fan, I love CJ. I love the fact he's a Christian. I love the fact he's a disciple. I love the fact he's spreading the gospel and spreading God's word out there. I love that about CJ Stroud, and I got a lot of respect for CJ for that. But this was unacceptable. I'm gonna keep it 1,000. This was unacceptable by one. Kovacs dropped the 4th. This wasn't good enough, bro. This wasn't good enough, CJ. You got to be better. I think he will be better. I think he has no choice but to be better. And we'll see what happens from there. But that wasn't good enough by CJ Stroud yesterday. 4 interceptions in the first half. It's unacceptable. That's terrible. That's trash. I'm going to just keep it a being with you. That wasn't good enough if you're CJ Stroud. Sorry. That wasn't good enough. And it will not be good enough. So that'll do it for today's live stream right here. I'm in at this 30-minute mark. Hope you guys enjoyed the news about Jon Gannon and Carl Scott and my top defensive coordinator choices. Also told the news of the new offensive hires for the Commanders coaching staff. And we kind of recapped divisional weekend for you guys all in 30 minutes. So I hope you guys enjoyed the video. I hope you guys enjoyed the live stream, like, comment, subscribe to the channel. We're on the road to 8,000 subscribers. So please hit the subscribe button, like button, share button. I very appreciate you guys so much. And comment your thoughts on this live stream as well. And what can I do to improve the content on this channel? And also, please share this live stream out so we can get new PSN Commanders family members in here. Please also become a member. You guys will get early access to every short every video I do on this channel will be early access for you guys. The membership is like $1 a month, nothing crazy. Please become a member. I really appreciate that, and that support will take the channel a long way. I literally invest my YouTube money right back into the channel with equipment and stuff like that. So that'll be a big help. Thank you guys so much. I love you out of the love of the Lord. Have a great day, and I will catch you guys on the next live stream, which probably next Wednesday for mock draft 2.0 with my guy Grant Mitchell from Full Command. So till next time, peace.